Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that, a huge day in the stock market today. SoFi leading the pack, up almost 12% on the day. Then we have Enphase up 10%. We also have Upstart, Etsy, Pins, FuboTV, Hood, Beyond Meat, Lemonade, and other stocks that have been beat down, up between 5% and 9% on the day today. Make sure you stick throughout this entire video because we have Shopify reporting tomorrow, FuboTV, Lucid, Penn, Datadog, Cloudflare, and much more like Wish and DoorDash, Virgin Galactic, DraftKings on Friday. Today was the Wednesday earnings, so this is who we saw reporting today. Moderna before earnings, CVS, Uber, Etsy, Twilio, which is huge for Kathy Woods, and also Skills, which the Motley Fool was recommending a buy at around $10 per share. Now we moving into Thursday, let's go over Shopify first, and then we'll jump into Penn, Lucid, and FuboTV after that. So first up, we have Shopify reporting tomorrow, and they're at $478 per share. They're up 11% in the past week. They're down 31% in the past month, and they're down 51% in the past 3 months. So if you've been following stocks at all, you know that there's been an absolute disaster with Shopify, down 71% still. They were as high as almost $1,700 per share. They have a great business model. They've been growing revenues consistently, and they're probably going to beat earnings tomorrow. Yes, I did say they are probably going to be beating earnings tomorrow. Here you can see they're expected about $1 EPS. They've been a positive earning company for a while. They came in below projections the last 2 quarters, and then the 2 quarters before that, they blew expectations out of the water. So this can be a huge maker to break it for Shopify. Personally, I think that the risk versus reward ratio on Shopify is heavily skewed to the reward side, and the risk is getting very low. You know, this is always known as a growth stock. However, now it's falling in value stock territory, because if you actually go and look at the PE for yourself, it's right at about 20. It's like 18, 19, or 20, the PE ratio on Shopify. So it's implying that you're getting a killer deal at $478 per share. I'm buying Shopify personally under $500 per share for long term. I have price alerts set at $380 per share to buy a little bit heavier. And you can see that lowest support is right between 300 and 315. So if you can get in there and get your average cost as close to 350 as possible, I think that's setting yourself up for a long term, especially if we see a big drop on Shopify tomorrow, which I personally don't think will happen. But if it does, I'll definitely be scooping up a few shares tomorrow if we see that happen. However, I think we're more likely to see like a 10% gain on Shopify or somewhere in that ballpark. And remember, Shopify's reporting earnings before the market opens tomorrow morning. So as you're waking up on Thursday morning, which is tomorrow, Shopify's news is already going to be out, and that's probably going to help dictate which way the market's going to be going. So it could add fuel to the green, or it could add fuel to the fire, which is the red. Next up, we have the Lucid Group, up 8% in the past week, down 18% in the past month, down 31% in the last 3 months. We all know what happened with Lucid. Obviously, it had its huge wave, went up to $52 per share, sold off heavily, down 57%. I think Lucid Group is more of a risky trade at this point and more of a trader stock at this point and less of a value fundamental, investing long-term kind of play. Okay, so for traders, I think $25 per share is definitely achievable for Lucid Group in the next 3 to 6 months. However, keep in mind there's a lot of risk going on with Lucid. There's a good chance they'll miss earnings tomorrow, coming in at negative EPS, negative earning company. And the last 2 quarters, the only 2 quarters they've been a public company, they've missed earnings by a considerable amount in the past. So they'll probably follow that trend tomorrow after hours. Okay, so if you've been investing in the stock market for longer than a year or so, you probably remember Penn. They were a pretty popular stock in the past. Okay, they're down 56% in the past year. And right in that 2020, 2019 area, They look at that huge gain they had, around 600%, 800% gains. So it really paid off for people who were buying under $20 per share and selling above $100 per share. Obviously, very few people timed it that perfectly. I'm looking for Penn. You can see they have resistance that they put here in the past, right around $35 per share, $36 per share, right where it's at right now. You know, the stock market does seem to pretty much be bottomed out. However, it could fall down to that $20 per share mark. I have price alerts set at 22, $20 per share, $19 per share, but I wouldn't mind nibbling under $35 per share on Penn either. Obviously, this is an extremely risky play in like sports gambling. So they're one of DraftKings' biggest competitors. They're a positive earning company. They missed on their EPS the last 2 quarters. They beat the 2 quarters before that. You can see the PE ratio is 16. So they're a pretty valuable company. And the market cap is $6 billion. FuboTV is an interesting one because intraday they made a 16% movement on the day, and they're reporting earnings tomorrow after hours. FuboTV could be one of those stocks that impresses analysts. They're already up 14% in the past week. However, if we scroll out to the past 3 months, they're down 59%. Which is a tragedy, and even from highs, they're down 86%, which is even worse, and they were as low as like $3 per share, okay, and they were as high as $30 per share in the past. So if everything works out for FuboTV, this is one on the list that's a possible 10x opportunity in the next 3 to 5 years. A 10x could definitely happen with FuboTV. I'm not saying it will. This is not financial advice or pressing. They can impress everybody tomorrow. They're already up 15% intraday. This is a stock that could make a 30% upward movement like it's nothing. They've already sold off so much. And if they report profitable EPS and huge revenue growth, which there's a huge chance they will, this stock could fly tomorrow, so definitely have your eye on it tomorrow after earnings. And I want to just go over this real quick. If you're a fan of this page and a fan of investing in general and you have not bought any cryptocurrencies or NFTs yet, do yourself a favor and buy some today. Even if it's only $50, $100, do some research, familiarize yourself with what's going on. You got to learn what the blockchain's all about. You're too young and ambitious not to. So check out my Instagram page, my only other Instagram. It's a great place to start. The daily cryptocurrency. I even have a close friends list there where I post all my buys, what I'm buying, how to buy NFTs, how to buy cryptocurrency. It's very beginner friendly, but that's not what this is about. It's more about if you haven't even bought like Bitcoin or Ethereum yet, just get involved, even if it's $50 in Bitcoin or Ethereum. I think those are going to be one of the best performing assets in the next 5 to 10 years. In my personal opinion, I think that Bitcoin and Ethereum can 10x in the next 10 years. Bitcoin, for example, only has a market cap of 750 billion. And gold has a market cap of 11 trillion. And when gold was first becoming popularized in the 60s, 70s, even as late as the 80s, gold's market cap was only around 1 trillion. Gold has 10x'd in like the last 20 years or 30 years or so. We can do a deeper dive video on that. And if you want to learn more, make sure you follow my crypto page, because it's a great place for beginners to start learning. And a lot of people were skeptical of gold in the 80s, even in the 60s especially, and it's grown considerably since then. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with Bitcoin and Ethereum, but in my opinion, there's a strong chance and possibility that something similar, or if not even bigger than what happened to gold, would happen with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and Ethereum. So guys, that was the quick earnings recap. Let me know if there was any stocks that I missed and you wished I talked about down below, but I didn't want to make the video too long. Just a quick little update here. Share this video with a friend. Comment what you guys want to see next. Make sure you smash a thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications on. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.